Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Um, as you can see, my telescope's under a tarp. Well, it's a barbecue cover. I really don't have a tarp right yet to cover it up with. But anyways, my scope's been set up here for the last 2 nights. It's been clear enough that I was able to keep the telescope out all night and all day yesterday and all night last night. I just covered it up to keep the dew off it and all that. It did get kind of chilly out here last night. There was a bit of a breeze when I came in, but I guess it was cold enough to leave some frost on the equipment, so that's why I covered it up. Anyways, they're calling for rain to roll in sometime later on this afternoon, and so I'm gonna start tearing down and bringing the stuff in. Um, I was able over the past 2 nights to get some good observing time, good imaging time. Um, I was able to get the Tadpole Nebula, or the letter Y cluster in Auriga. It's just right around the Flaming Star Nebula, and it I got about an hour and 44 minutes. I had to throw out a bunch of subs because of tracking errors. Um, my tracking went all kind of funky, and I was getting like 15 to 30 arc minutes in my guiding, and the graph was just going crazy. And then it settled back down. Um, I would have been able to image a little longer, but the moon had come up and it was starting to wash out my subs or my light frames. Um, but and then last night, I didn't get going until really late. After 12 o'clock, the clouds finally parted, and I was able to get my tracking all sorted out because of the clouds. It was having trouble tracking. It was all over the place. Anyways, I'm gonna start tearing down here. So I'll share the images, and I'll talk to you a little bit more when I get in the house and get everything torn down. And yeah, and I'm gonna share the images, and they hopefully they turned out pretty good. I was able to get actually 2 hours last night on M51, which is a whirlpool galaxy. I've photographed it before, but I lost all my data uh, from a hard drive crash. Well, not a hard drive crash. It was just running slow and all that, and um, I traded my computer in and I got a new one. And stupid me, I forgot to I forgot to back up all my data. So basically, all the objects that I've shot before, I have to redo, and in a way, that's a good thing. Now, because I've incorporated guiding into my imaging, so I'm able to do longer exposures. Whereas before, I was only doing maybe 1 to 2 minute exposures. Um, Monday night, when I was imaging the Sol Nebula, I was doing 4 minutes, and the stars were pinpoint. They were nice and round, and guiding was good. But then, like I said, I had those tracking errors. And then last night, I was actually able to do 6 minute exposures on M51. So hopefully, I got some really good data there. I got to go by and review it today, and I'm going to process it. So, so yeah, I'll talk to you guys in a little. Hey everybody. So I'm back inside. I'm on my laptop. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you a single image of what I captured last night. Um, it was a 6 minute sub on at
1600 ISO. ISO is, I guess, like gain for a dedicated astronomy camera. But anyway, I'm using a DSLR. All right, so oh, here, wrong one. So there we go. So that is one 6 minute exposure. The seeing, it was there. There was a lot of high cloud. It seemed like not a lot, but a little bit. I mean, because you can see like this. It almost looks like mist. Almost looks like mist in the picture. Um, but also the moon was starting to come up as well. So the moon was gonna wash out the image a little bit, make it, you know, brighten the image, at least the outside of the image. But I don't know if you can notice right here, there is another galaxy. I'm not sure which one that is. I'll have to check. But yeah, that right there is another galaxy by the looks of it, and I believe there's one down here somewhere or over here, or both. I'll have to double check. So I've done it. I've stacked it all, and with Deep Sky Stacker, and this is what it spit out. You can hear my dogs. Oh, I love them. They're noisy though. But anyways, yeah. So it's very, you know, unimpressive. It just looks like a black background with a star field, and but that's the way Deep Sky Stacker spits out an image. So I did compensation frames, I did darks, lights, and bias frames. Now the thing with dark frames is you have to take your dark frames at the same ISO and the same temperature as and the same time as your exposures. So I was doing 6 minute exposures, so I had to do 6 minute dark frames. Um, it was pretty late by the time I got in last night. It was about 3 o'clock. So I only took 10 dark frames. But anyway, what I'm going to do, so what this does is this automatically saves it as a 32-bit file. Uh, what I like to do is I like to go down to here, save picture to file, and then I already have a folder where it says 16-bit stacked images. And what this does is I can save it as a 16-bit file if I want to. It makes it easier to work with in Photoshop. So yeah, let's see. So this is, I'm just going to call this new M51 6 minute. So that way, because I have a TIFF file saying probably M51 from before, but that was only like a 1 or 2 minute, bunch of 1 or 2 minute exposures. So I'm going to save that. All right. No, I don't want to save it. All right. So I will be back. I'm going to play around with it in Photoshop, and once I'm done, I'll come back to you here and I'll talk a little bit more about it, and I'll share the image. All right. So I'll see you guys in a little bit.
Hey everybody, it's been a couple of days since I tore down my telescope and went inside and processed everything. But anyway, I wanted to talk to you about what I was able to capture. So yeah, I did indeed capture the Tadpole Nebula, otherwise known as IC 410. It's roughly about 12,000 light years from Earth, and it is an emission nebula. And the reason why it gets its name is there's two stars in the nebula, or where stars are forming, and they have little like tails to them. So that's why it gets its name from. Anyways, it's roughly about 4 million years old, and it's in the constellation Auriga. I also was able to capture M51 again because I lost all my data. Stupid me, I didn't I didn't back up any of my data before I traded my computer in because the computer was so old, it was slow. programs were crashing, couldn't process properly. It was just it was getting to be a real pain. So yeah, I traded that in and got a new computer, and now I got to take all the data fresh again, which is a good thing. So, anyways, M51 is it's a galaxy in Ursa Major, which is the Big Dipper, and it's about 31 million light years from Earth, and it's interacting with another galaxy. So basically, the two galaxies are merging. So I was able to capture that again. I got just under 2 hours with M51 and over 2 hours with the Tadpole Nebula. So I'm going to share those at the end of the video. I'm going to keep this kind of short and to the point. Just want to welcome any new viewers to the channel that have that's watching this video. I really appreciate it. If you could give me a comment, a like, and a share and a subscribe, that would be great. It really helps my channel out as I'm trying to grow my channel. Anyways, and for everybody coming back, hey, thanks a lot. I really appreciate you guys. Thanks a lot. Anyways, I'm going to sign off here. And until we talk again, hope everybody has a great day and see you later.